Action folds around to Lex. Raised to 1,500. Vanessa, 9-5 suited.
This would be a pretty loose call from Vanessa.
She makes it. Daniel's out. 10 deuce for Scott. See ya.
Vanessa seems to have widened her range. Could be that she's settling into the game.
6, 8, 10.
Lex whiffed, but it's not going to stop him from continuing, I don't think.
His jack high still best. Makes it 4,800 to go.
Vanessa's flopped a gut shot straight draw. She could fold, bluff, raise, or float and see what happens on the turn.
There's the call.
Vanessa's up over 6 figures. She definitely has the chips to speculate.
The turn, jack of clubs.
Lex jumps way ahead with top pair. It'll be harder to make him fold if Vanessa's going to follow through with her float.
Lex fires 10,800.
Vanessa's now open-ended. She's got a bona fide draw, so she can add a semi-bluff to her options.
Started the hand with how much?
100. Around 100. Don't shoot me if it's 130.
Vanessa wants to know how much Lex has behind to see if he'll fold to a raise or if he's pot committed. I think at this point Lex would probably get it in.
Call.
Vanessa calls.
She wants to see one more card.
And that card on the river is the king of clubs.
The king doesn't improve anyone's hand, but it's an overcard and it does complete a gut shot.
Lex checks.
Lex is playing cautiously now.
Vanessa fires 25,000.
Vanessa floats down the river with a barrel. For Lex to fold, he'll have to put her in a hand strong enough to value bet.
And apparently he does, as Vanessa wins the pot.
I had the nuts.
Had the nuts?
Yep.
Before that?
3/4 is normal.
Well, if you had like 27, I mean, it would be
Depends
fine.
on what your hand is. If you had an overpair, that's a terrible bet.
Just
If
the
you had
stack,
ace-10,
stack size.
if you had ace-10, it's a
Just
good
looking
bet.
for anything. You guys 12 years old.
Right, that's why I thought you were bluffing.
I know. The cash games. Yeah.
They're actually talking about the sizing of that bet.
In a tournament in that
Yeah.
spot?
I don't know if it can be bad. I mean, you can level someone and think like you don't have a hand there. I don't know.
I'm not.
See, nobody thinks he has a hand there because he bet so much. He almost leveled his opponent into making a move.
Yeah, and that's true. The other side of that coin is, does his opponent really has enough room to make a move? And when he bets so big, it's hard. What's his opponent going to do? Check raise to 10K? It commits him so much to the pot that he doesn't really have enough chips to do that. So that while it does make his hand look weaker in a way, I just think betting smaller gives Canuli more of a chance to check raise. Gives him a better price on a check raise. So we have some fireworks here.
Yeah, 2 players with top pair. And then Tolly with the best of it by far. Abernathy with a gut shot. 2 spades out there, though I'm not sure if she wants to get involved.
She's been getting involved. So.
Yeah, she likes to take chances.
Yeah, you could probably win.
What are you talking about? You got a guys betting 4,000 on the Jack 6-6 flop. How is this not a good lineup?
Did you hear me announce that Jack 6 was my hand? That's why I did it.
Siegel, I'm supposed to lose like 2,000 an hour in this game. That's the truth.
How much are you losing per hour?
4,000.
So Dentale might check raise here.
Like 8.
No. Okay.
She's going to call here. Pot is now 2,700.
Oh yeah, how much that is shares?
Who raised pre-flop?
Not even.
I mean, let's be honest. The only 3 good players at the table are Tom, Andrew, and Sam.
Cash game.
Yeah, Sam, Tom, and Andrew are the only 3 players. The rest of us are a bunch of mixed game tournament donkeys.
He's a tournament donkey too.
Come on now, I don't want to play no limit cash. When you see me play no limit cash?
This is the first time in like
You're one of the
2
best
years.
limit hold'em players in the world. It's not that much different.
Huh?
One of the best limit hold'em players in the world. It's not that much different.
Hold'em not that different.
Do you understand how much faster the game is? That alone makes it so
many
much
hands you
better.
play
Have you
different
played
than
limit
all
hold'em
of
with him or
I'm
no?
saying,
Are you a tanker in limit, Dave? I'm not a tanker in anything. Yeah. I tank when I have a real decision. That's understandable. But not other than that.
No, you play 26.
Yeah, I think I'm the same way. And I'll have a decision. I'll have a decision today a couple times.
Yeah, you take a while to win.
I think I might go to Baton Rouge and watch Auburn LSU game.
Should.
Yeah.
Hello. Loved it when she called it 2,700 because I knew you couldn't afford that. You just got to try and gauge it.
Okay. So Abernathy led there, got called, and look at the river's a queen, but that got rid of the king-queen. And then Holly's going to end up winning this.
Well, this is a...
Is she going to bluff at it again?
She is, but I don't really know what she's repping here.
She's repping a 5. She's repping 6-5, something like that.
6-5 suited, the check called the flop with 2 people behind her?
Dude, she's got 6-8. We've seen her with 4-3. We've seen her with Jack Deuce.
Right, but I don't know if her opponents are going to think that. You know, we know
Maybe
that's
not.
possible from the booth, but is Dentale going to believe that story? I don't know.
And she bet 6,200. Girl's got heart.
She got lucky with
She's got
the
heart.
river here that this is a great card for her to bluff because the flush got there and King Queen and Jack 10 got there. She got really lucky that the perfect card came for her because on a deuce river, she's never, ever, ever getting this through.
No, I mean, there's a chance that, okay, she tries to bet the turn with a spade draw, kind of name her price for her draw in a weird way.
Right.
Try to weirdly, like, oh, can I rep 6-5 here? But now you look at it, if you're Dentale, it's like, well, I can't beat a 5.
And I can't beat a flush.
I can't beat a flush.
I can't beat a straight.
If somehow she actually had a set of 9s,
right?
I can't beat that.
I don't even know what I beat. I beat 6-8, 6-7,
6-8
or 8-7, or like
Right.
that's it. But at the same time, it's just really fortunate for her that she even got this river card to get this hand through. I mean, there's only a few rivers that she can bluff. She has a spade in her hand, which blocks the spade. The 9 of spades is hard for her to represent.
Do you think she's bluffing the river if a blank comes off? Red deuce?
I think so, and I think that she's going to pay for it. That's why I said I think she's super lucky here. Because to bet this turn without bluffing a blank river is pretty bad because it means that you're only bluffing on spade rivers, which don't come often enough to justify bluffing on the turn. There's only 8 spades left in the deck, so how can you plan on bluffing that? And one of them's the 9 of spades, and you can't really bluff the 9 of spades.
Let's see if we can hear her say anything.
And I figure it's going to be Timmy.
I would try to engage her in a conversation if I could. Let's see.
Good chance it's going to get one too.
I probably ain't gonna shit on if any of those guys open early on. I probably ain't gonna shit on them first. Once I have it.
I do think he's probably going to fold. He's booked a nice win. I think psychology, he's booked a nice win.
So much of his history
Doesn't
plays
want
in
to give
here.
$7,000 away.
Doesn't want to look stupid after he looks smart. A lot plays in here. I agree.
I mean, he can knit it up the rest of the night and book a nice $6,000, $7,000 win. Doesn't want to give that away.
And that's what he's thinking right now. You can tell he's counting his stack and thinking about those things. And I think that you got to give her credit for knowing that.
Yeah.
She made a big bet on the river, which is what she needed. And it's really likely he has a king here, the way he played the hand.
I wish I could bet on you. I wish I could bet on this one. Right now, I owe you a glass of wine.
Yeah. Keep going, we'll be at a bottle.
I'm okay with that.
I'm just kidding.
The bar's open till 2.
I actually don't know what I think he's going to do. I think
he's going to fold.
I think he's going to fold. But he might end up making a call that in his heart he knows he probably shouldn't make, even though he's right, which is kind of the weird thing. Oh, when she talks, I think that gives a little away. He might talk himself into a call now.
I wish the rest of the table would be quiet so I could hear him.
The game you're in. I mean, like, I think he plays tournament differently than he plays cash games. I think he understands that he's supposed to adjust his game. He's a great player,
What did you say? I don't have what?
Why are you sitting here so long? I had to in them up 4 hours. Really? That's all you have is ace-7? Come on, throw that hand away. Let's play another hand. 7 minutes?
When the money kept disappearing.
Every dawn,
Like he goes a little too
That's a huge win for that team. Give me
Oh, you stayed to play that pair left.
I guess I'm entitled to win, right?
Yeah, you have a good spot to take a minute.
She should definitely, demeanor-wise, just be like covering her hands and going like this and making it seem like she has it. Talking is bad in her spot.
Not all of us are as good at no limit hold'em as you and know what to do in these spots.
Seagull? You were in a car with someone else's money. You're in a show, right? Yeah. So sick. what confused me is I was betting on the turn, and you could have check raised if you had a big hand.
2,700 is good 3 in that spot. Too little.
Credit to him.
You could have check raised.
Smart logic by him. He's saying, you could have check raised with a big hand. Why would you bet into me on the turn when you know I'm going to bet?
You still bet. That's what confused me. You have a big hand like 9's full, you're going to be like this.
Yeah, it's not weird in this spot.
And then check raise.
Yeah, no, I call him clock. So aggressive. Maybe I should
What?
play like 3.
Oh, you definitely don't have 9s.
I know that for a fact.
You would have check raised with a 9.
Probably like 30.
You could have a 5.
He's on lockdown. He's got a hand. He would snap call if he was stuck, but he's ahead and he doesn't want to have to call. He doesn't want to put it away.
This is ridiculous. Come on, this is Mike. You don't have to. Oh, this is 10 minutes, man. Let's go. Mike, some of us are buried. We got to play.
Yeah, I'm buried. I told you not to play slow, dude.
Everybody could lick my ass. Pretty cool.
All right,
we could edit
I'll
that.
do it first. I'll volunteer to do it first.
I mean, we could edit that. It's cool.
There wouldn't
Oh, we
be
cannot
much of
edit
a
it, leave
bar
it
in the
in.
front.
I need about 60 seconds and I'll make a decision. Cool?
Let him go.
Is that cool, Sam?
He showed his hand. Let him go.
This would be the bar in the front.
I mean, you're going to show either way, right? So I guess.
You played better.
I like that. Jared just says you bet too much and nobody says anything. Mike tells him what to do. Nobody cares.
And I'm trying not to be like, I don't want to.
You're trying to not tell him you're a donkey with ace king and please throw that away.
It's hard when you've been friends with people.
I hate you. Is that better?
You're a little bigger guy.
I'll still take you out.
Yeah, not much.
Small guy.
I don't help, but I do.
I can't go forward.
If you backed up to that door over there, you could probably get around him.
Oh, he's going to fold it.
I mean, it sounds like a flight. It sounds like
I
a
guess
flight.
they're going to go with 4-5.
He does give her the 5.
I like that too.
Did she say she didn't have a flush? She said she didn't have 9s.
This game just got really good. That's what happened.
Yeah,
This
there's
game
no
just
shot.
got
You hate
really,
me?
really good.
No, stop. Will you hate me?
You bluff.
4-5
You bluff.
I give you.
I told you I was
Going Blesnik, needling Dentale here.
Oh, you hit the call button.
Mickey, that's why you got to shut your mouth.
I wasn't paying attention.
It's still hard for them to call.
Jamie Gold started that.
Yeah, it worked for him for 5 days. Or
I don't think it worked after that. Once they saw that.
Antonio calls. If he could just flip the script sometimes and go up, then it might work for him.
He can't do it. It's amazing.
Jack tray for Friedman. Prahlad must be a little distracted by this conversation if he's thinking of playing this hand. And he folds. And Huggins is out. I think if it was no limit pre-flop, I might just put in some big re-raises. This pot limit holds me back a little bit. Yeah, that's the point. Heads up to the flop, 6-10, 4-2 diamonds. Antonio with middle pair. Middle pair and the best hand. Vanessa with the lead. Bets 2,300. Antonio probably can't fold a pair to just one bet. Makes the call. Vanessa also could have been semi-bluffing some backdoor draws. Turn. 3 of diamonds. Selps picks up flush outs. Vanessa just picked up a lot more outs, though a 9-high flush draw isn't so hot. She checks it. Vanessa may be giving up with that check. Antonio can't be in love with the diamond. Bets out 5,200. Antonio's looking to protect. There aren't a lot of good cards that can hit for him. Looks like I may have prematurely called for self-surrender. Perhaps she has sensed that Antonio is weak and can maybe blow him off his hand. Here come the 5K chips. It appears that Vanessa left her white flag backstage, Joe. She is raised to 21,400. This is a pretty insane bluff with only queen high, but if you look at Antonio's hand, this could work. Betting the flop and then check raising the turn with air is affectionately known sometimes as the stack-a-donk play. It's actually a little outdated, but it looks very strong. Antonio's probably wondering to himself how often Vanessa would do this with an actual hand, though. Antonio does not believe he makes the call.
A tough call, but a good one. Gulp.
The river. Deuce of spades.
Now that might look like a brick, but Vanessa could have been semi-bluffing a 5 on the turn just as easily as she semi-bluffed her diamonds. She's met adequate resistance from Antonio the whole way, so I'm fairly certain she knows she can't win this pot by checking. So the question is surrender or fire one last bullet. She's loading up.
And Vanessa fires 59,700 on a stone bluff.
There it is, the overbet. We've been here before. This bet is supposed to polarize Vanessa's hand, nuts or air, and Antonio can pretty much only beat air. This would be an absolutely sick call. Vanessa could very easily have played a huge hand the same way.
59-7.
59-7.
By overbetting, she's given him really tough odds to make the call, not even getting 2-1. Is a pair of sixes going to win enough to justify those odds? Not likely.
Antonio with 119,000 behind.
He's probably still thinking about that check raise on the turn. If she had a big hand, would she really have given him the chance to check behind? Finally, and people discount this more than they should, Vanessa has the stupidity factor in her favor. If Antonio calls and he's wrong, he feels stupid.
I think Antonio turned her straight with like a 5-7 suited.
Yeah.
And
what is she?
And then I think she has a flush. I think she has it.
Worst read ever.
Well, that's what Prahlad the Couch Cannon thinks, but it's Antonio's read that counts here. And Antonio fold. What is going on? Antonio folds.
Little bit dirty on the pump fake by Antonio, but Vanessa, wow, what a sick bluff.
Nice hand.
Thank you.